The relocation of Polish Jews from surrounding areas to Krakow begins in late 1939, shortly after the outbreak of World War II, when the German army defeats the Polish army in 3 weeks. Oskar Schindler, a successful businessman, arrives from Czechoslovakia in hopes of using the abundant cheap labor force of Jews to manufacture enamelware for the German military.
Come into my house and throw me out of it and say that it belongs to an SS officer.
I can't.
What should I do now?
I can't help. I'm sorry. I have my orders.
Pikachu, you should help.
I have my orders. I can't help it. I'm sorry.
Son, what if I take this thing off?
Then you will get shot.
Stern? Is that Stern?
I need to talk to him. Wait till you talk.
I heard you were an accountant in the company in Lipowa Street.
By law, I have to tell you, sir, I am a Jew.
I'm a German, so here we are. Come sit.
So do you have any knowledge in the field of enamelware?
No, sir, I was just the accountant.
Just the accountant. I'm sure you must have some knowledge in field kits, medical kits, army contracts.
Most people have other priorities right now. But yeah, once you get the contract, you'll do just fine.
Look, signatures I surely get for the contracts. Getting the money for running the company, that's the hard part. I'm sure you must be knowing some people in your Jewish business community.
What community? Jews cannot own business anymore.
I own it. I'll pay the investors with pots and pans. I'm sure they can do anything with it. They can sell in the black market, they can do whatever they want. Everybody's happy. I'm sure you must be knowing some people in the Jewish community there.
I'm sure I don't.
You should, Jackson. You should.
By opening the factory, Schindler pleases the Nazis and enjoys his newfound wealth and status as Herr Director, while Stern handles all administration. Soon, Amon Goeth, the new commandant of the to-be-built concentration camp, arrives in Krakow to initiate its construction. The Schutzstaffel, or SS, a paramilitary organization under Hitler, soon liquidates the Krakow ghetto, sending in hundreds of troops to empty the cramped rooms and shoot anyone who protests, is uncooperative, elderly, or infirmed, or for no reason at all.
Stop! Stop! The foundation! Shit, it's totally wrong! Shit, the concrete is not proper. The calculations have been wrong. Shit,
So
it will
sir,
collapse in
this
a
is
while.
a new establishment. We have our mess over here.
Guys, it's not being done properly.
And this will be a new mess for the soldiers. What is the fuss about? This he thinks he knows more than us. He wants us to tear out the whole construction and start again.
Her commandant, the foundation, it is totally wrong. It has to be tore down and rebuilt again.
You're an engineer.
Yes, I have a degree in civil engineering from the University of Milan.
Oh, an educated Jew like Karl Marx himself. Get back to work. We know what we're doing.
Foundation,
Shoot him.
sir, I'm just doing my job.
Yeah, and I'm doing mine. But sir, he's the foreman of a construction. You're not going to argue with these people. Wait. Shoot him here on my command.
I'm sure it will take more than that.
I'm sure you're right. Tear out the whole thing, report the foundation, start all over again. Do exactly as the Jew said. Yes, Commandant. Get me my gun. Careful, Commandant.
Schindler watches the massacre from the hills overlooking the area and is profoundly affected. He nevertheless is careful to befriend Goethe, and through Stern's attention to bribery, he continues to enjoy the SS support and protection.
Oskar Schindler.
Yeah. Please have a seat.
I like your coat. Is it made of silk? It has a nice sheen about it.
Brother, I could have got this for you for sure, but the man who made it is probably dead.
I go to the work the other day and I find no one is there. Nobody tells me. Do you know where they are?
They are not gone. They are here.
This they are mine. I want my workers back.
I have heard you know the meaning of the word gratitude.
Fine. I give you your cut. But I want my workers back.
Please, have a seat. So, what can I do for you?
They say you're a good man. They say no one dies here. They say this factory is heaven.
Who told you that?
Everyone. My real name is Regin Perlman and not Elric Krosch. I live on false papers since the ghetto massacre. My parents live in Plaszow. Their names are Jana and Jakob Perlman. I don't have any money. I've heard they're killing people, older people. My parents are older. Please bring them here.
Look,
please bring them
I
here.
don't do that anymore. Please. I look for only one thing, whether they're skilled or not. Please don't come to me crying after me.
I don't have any money, sir. Please bring them here.
Please,
Sir.
get out of here. I have you arrested.
I need
Stop
your help,
crying.
sir.
Please. People die. It's a fact of life.
You see, if he's killing everybody, great. What am I supposed to do about it? Send them all to Schindler. Send them all.
You think I don't know what you're doing, huh? Look, Goethe is under enormous pressure. It's wartime, Stern. It brings the worst out of people. In good times, he'll be just fine. There's so many good aspects of him. He's a wonderful crook. He loves the wines, the ladies, money,
And killing.
I'm sure he can't do that.
He does. Bashki told me yesterday. Somebody escaped the work permit outside the fence. Goethe lined up everybody from the missing persons barracks and shot them, one by one. 25 people. He shot 25 people just to know where the missing person went.
So what am I supposed to do?
Nothing. We are just talking.
Perlman. Jakob and Khana Perlman. Ask Goldberg to bring them over here.
Eventually, an order arrives from Berlin commanding Goethe to exhume and destroy all bodies of those killed in the Krakow ghetto, dismantle Pajot, and to ship the remaining Jews to Auschwitz.
Look what they are making us do. The party is over, Schindler. The war is about to end. I've got orders from above to exterminate all the Jews.
Schindler prevails upon Goethe to let him keep his workers so that he can move them to a factory in his hometown of Zwittau-Brünnlitz.
Paul Puffball, Mila Puffball. Stage it, Paul stage it. I want investors, all of them. How many?
450.
I want more.
Think of Feinbaum.
Wolfman.
Feinbaum Jakob.
Add him, add Wolfman as well. How many?
600.
More. Children, I want children, all of them. How many?
850 give or take.
What do you mean by give or take? Count each one of them, Stern. I want each of them, none of them. That's it, you can complete the list.
So how did Goethe agree to all this? you are not buying them, are you? You're buying them? You're paying for each person on this list?
As an accountant, you should talk me out of this. It's costing me a fortune.
This list is absolute good. This list is life. Around the margins of this list lies the gulf.
The Armaments Board issued a complaint against Schindler's factory that had moved to manufacturing artillery shells from pots and pans. Schindler waved it off as a minor setback and offered to use his money power to buy shells from elsewhere and pass it off as their own. His aim of this factory was to save the Jews, protecting the children and the unskilled workers from the merciless wrath of the Nazis. He was aware that no perfect equipment would ever be produced by this factory. It was only the humanitarian act that mattered to him.
At midnight tonight, the war is over. After 6 years of murder, you will be finally free. Many of you have come here and thanked me. Thank yourselves. Thank this fearless Stern. I'm a member of Nazi party, an ammunitions manufacturer. I'm a profiteer of slave labor. I am a criminal. At midnight, you will be free and I will be hunted. I will stay with you for 5 minutes till midnight and then I will flee. Forgive me for that. After the war ends, hand each of them with a bottle of vodka and a pack of cigarettes.
It will be surely done.
Sir, here is a letter we have written trying to explain things in case you are captured. It is signed by all of us.
Thank you.
So, it is in Hebrew from Talmud. It means whoever saves one life saves the whole world.
I could have saved him. You have saved all of us. Could have saved him. You have saved all of us. You have saved all of us, Oscar.
Amon Goth was arrested while a patient in a sanatorium at Bactals. He was hanged in Krakow for crimes against humanity. Oskar Schindler failed at his marriage and several businesses after the war. In 1958, he was declared a righteous person by the Council of the Yad Vashem in Jerusalem and invited to plant a tree in the Avenue of the Righteous. It grows there, still. There are fewer than 4,000 Jews left alive in Poland today, and there are more than 6,000 descendants of the Schindler Jews